I boarded the night bus from Aomori back to Tokyo after visiting home. Snow was falling heavily, big flakes drifting sideways under the streetlights. Inside, most seats were already taken. When I reached my row, I stopped in surprise. Misato, a senior coworker from my part-time job in Tokyo, was sitting in the seat next to mine. "Oh, what are the chances? Heading back tonight too?" "Yeah, I've got work tomorrow. You?" "Classes, gotta be back." Sitting next to someone I knew calmed me a little. But something felt off. The 5 seats in the very back were strangely dark, as if the lights didn't reach them. Misato glanced toward the back with a nervous smile. "It's weird, right? That corner looks wrong somehow." The bus driver only gave a silent nod as we boarded. He didn't say a single word to anyone. The bus left on time. When the cabin lights went off, most passengers fell asleep quickly. I couldn't. The bus swayed in the snowstorm. I turned slightly to stretch and froze. In the very back row, an old man was sitting alone. Thin body, white hair. But his neck was bent sideways at an impossible angle, as if his head had nearly collapsed onto his own shoulder. The skin around his neck was wrinkled, stretched unnaturally, as if something had pulled it too far. He wasn't moving. He wasn't sleeping. Just sitting there in silence. A chill crawled down my spine. When did he get on? I looked away immediately, trying to convince myself it was nothing. Past 1 a.m., the bus stopped for a break. Misato and I stepped out into the freezing air. She spoke first. "You saw him too, right? That old guy, sitting in the back?" I exhaled. "Yeah, I saw him." Misato's face paled. "Okay, so it wasn't just me." We peeked inside the bus through the windshield. The back row was completely empty. No man, no imprint on the seat, nothing. Just 5 unused seats. Misato stepped away from the window. He was definitely there. I couldn't deny it. The bus started again, lights dimming. Something made me look back. The old man was there again. Same seat. Same impossible neck angle, his head nearly touching his collarbone. Only this time, the tilt was on the other side, as if his neck had been bent both ways too many times. Even when the bus shook, the angle of his head didn't change. It looked like the weight of his skull was hanging from a frayed hinge. My stomach twisted. Misato pulled her blanket up and pressed her hands to her ears. "Do you hear it?" "Hear what?" "That voice whispering my name. Misato, Misato." I heard nothing. "It's right behind us," she whispered. "It's been calling me since that rest stop." Her breathing grew shallow. Then she fell completely silent, staring at her knees. No matter what I said, she didn't answer again. At the next rest stop, I stepped outside alone. The bus windows reflected the interior faintly. In the reflection, I saw the old man's distorted silhouette sitting upright in the back row. But inside the real bus, the row was empty. The reflection's neck twitched slightly. Then the silhouette slowly tilted its head further, until the angle was nearly broken. I stumbled back. Misato didn't move or speak. The lights flickered on and off irregularly as the snow worsened. Every time the lights blinked, I looked back. And every time, the old man had moved one row forward. Back row. Then the right edge of it. Then the row in front. Then 2 rows behind me. By the 4th time, his neck was bent so severely that the ear nearly touched the upper chest. His body never turned, only the angle of the head changed. At one point, in total darkness, I heard a soft whisper beside my ear. "You can see me." The lights came back on. The old man was now sitting directly behind me. I shut my eyes and stayed frozen until the bus finally reached Tokyo. Morning. Tokyo Station. Misato stood up slowly, wobbling like she had forgotten how to walk. She walked past me without making eye contact and disappeared into the crowd. I didn't call out to her. I was terrified of what might turn around if I did. Back home, I saw a notification pop up. New identity confirmed in a 10-year-old night bus accident. The article showed an old photo of a man who died when a bus crashed on a snowy highway. His neck was twisted sideways, the same unnatural angle I saw last night. I scrolled. A second article appeared. Office worker Misato Saeki reported missing. Misato's photo looked normal, but the longer I stared at it, the more wrong it felt. The brightness on my phone shifted. For a moment, my screen reflected my own room. And in that reflection, a thin, crooked silhouette stood behind me, its head leaning at a nearly broken angle. The screen dimmed again.